Hey friends, this Sunday we talked about regret, and there are many kinds of regret. For our time together right now, I want to talk about regret, but in the sense of sin, um, not in the sense of opportunities we missed or things we wish we would have done, but actual sin. About a year or two ago, I was preaching on a Sunday morning, and I never get distracted with what's going on in the congregation. Sometimes I laugh, but I never get distracted. And in the middle of the sermon, I got completely and totally lost. First time it's happened in a long time. And I I don't remember, it was right in the middle of the sermon, I heard a rooster crowing. And it didn't crow once, it didn't crow twice, it crowed three times. And my first thought was, dear Jesus, please let this be a cell phone. Please let somebody else be hearing this. Hopefully it's not just me. My second thought was, I don't know what I did wrong. Forgive me, Jesus. Uh, but then the congregation started to look to that side of the sanctuary where I was hearing the rooster crow from, and it turned out to be a gentleman's cell phone, and he was hard of hearing, couldn't hear his phone ringing. But I have to laugh because when the rooster crows in the Bible, not a great thing. But as I was thinking about regret this week, I was thinking about how do we respond when the rooster crows, in the sense of sin, when we are caught red-handed in sin, whether by the Spirit or by God's people. How do we respond when the rooster crows? There are two responses biblically. The first response is deny, distract, and lie. We deny that we did anything wrong. We distract from the truth. We lie about it. We make other people feel like they're the ones who were wrong. We do our best to cover it up so we can move on. Or we seek forgiveness and repentance and do the best we can to make things right and trust God's grace for the difference. And I was thinking about that this week, specifically in the light of our passage and our sermon Sunday. But what happens when we hear the rooster crow will change the next phase of our life. For example, when Peter heard the rooster crow, he was convicted, and he was embarrassed, and he was ashamed, and yet he was willing to stand in front of Jesus to experience restoration and forgiveness. Judas also had regrets because of the decisions he made. And we know that he returned the money that he took. But unlike Peter, Judas, he didn't deny it, he didn't hide it, but he was so filled with shame that he put an end to it. How we handle regret in the sense of sin matters. And it matters not to just us, but to those that we're in conversation with, others whose lives have been touched by our life. And so my challenge for you this week is to just choose today how you want to respond when the rooster crows, so that you don't have to think about what to do. You already know what you're going to do. Have a great week.